Hello everybody, we're going to be taking a look at 9 Lives to Defend from Silesia Games. It comes out on the 8th of September, which at the time of recording is tomorrow, so you'll see this video, well, tomorrow. Now, you play as a cat. It's one of those survivor games where enemies come at you from all directions and you have to basically survive. We can see our upgrades here. We have different missions and things. We've got different characters. There's plenty of missions and things that we need to do, but we are just going to take a look because some of the achievements are quite grindy. So, oh, we can, and I mean, I'll show you what the achievements are. 24-minute trip, upgrade your characters, kill 24,000 enemies in total, collect kibbles, which is going to be money, I guess. Use different amulets. XP level 30 with any character. Play a match with amulets. Basically, it's a lot of do everything in every way, effectively. Okay, I guess we'll just play with regular Loki. There we go. Okay. Alright! Alright! For fuck's sake! Enough! God. You could have just shown us in one screen rather than like 6 different fucking pop-ups. Not sure I like how small the area is, though. It does feel very, very cramped compared to like other survival-based games. Okay, so the water fountain then is it gives you XP. They call it mana, but it's XP. At least I think it is. Summons a toaster that fires toast. Increases kibble collection area. So that's basically magnets. I'm not quite sure. not quite sure what this mana thing is. I thought it was XP, but now I'm honestly second guessing myself. Ew. I do think that this needs to be... This does feel very, very over-cramped. It feels like you don't have time to get around because you don't have enough space to move things around, and it kind of sucks. I don't like that much, because like you don't see the thing about these survival games, right, is that you would normally have an ability to how can I explain this? You would normally have an ability that as you're going around, they would be able to like follow you, but like, and you would be able to round them up in a big circle. The problem is we don't really have that option in this because the area is so small that they can't. I don't know what that meant. What happened? Well, oh, it's a boss. Okay. I'll say you would normally be able to like pull them into a clump, but because the area is so small, you don't really have that option. I mean, granted, we do seem to have infinite lives, which I guess is a blessing. At least that's what it seems like, but it's obviously going to be something that's going to be quite a bit of a grind, I feel. Okay, the kibble, well, the full bowl rather, does regenerate health. Okay, good to know. I'll be honest, not sure if I like this as much as the other ones I've played. This is me being honest. Again, I think that maybe I don't know. I think that maybe this opening area could use to be a little bigger, or alternately everything could be made a little smaller. Which might help a bit. It does feel a lot, it feels, I would say, more cramped than any of the other survival game of this ilk, of this kind of game. It does feel that. And people are free to disagree, but that's what it feels like to me. Feels like it's far more cramped than it should be. So I don't know what it's doing when it shows that cat thing. I mean, I've either... Oh, does it mean that another boss has spawned? I think that's what it means. Okay. Okay. What killed me? I didn't see me land on anything. Oh, it was this thing, was it? Okay. Increase movement speed by 60. Okay, yeah, that's definitely a bit of a difference in it. I mean, it's alright, it just feels super cramped and I'm not fond of it. I think because of that, it feels much more stressful, I guess. I mean, the good thing is, we do seem to have infinite lives, so, you know, I ain't going to complain about that. But it does feel much more stressful than I think it should be, because the area of, like, the gameplay area is I don't know how to explain it. It just doesn't feel... Or maybe... Oh no, we've got 9 lives. I've just realised we don't have infinite lives. We have 9 lives. I just realised. because I've just noticed the counter at the top left. Which would probably explain the name of the game. 9 lives to defend. I get it now. Oh, come on! That didn't fucking touch me. But you see what I'm trying to do? I'm trying to go around the outside. But the thing is, the game is spawning enemies around the outside, which means you can't really cluster the enemies up, and in turn means you are dodging a lot more than you would in other games of this ilk, because some of the enemies do not seem to be... They're spawning... They're spawning in the lawn as opposed to coming from the outside, which is the difference between this game and other games of this genre. And I'm not sure that's a good change. I mean, you could have... Bollocks. You could have changed the... You could have changed the way the game works. So instead of having wooden fences... I mean, I'm sure there's going to be other areas. But instead of having wooden fences, you could just have a perimeter rope or something. Where the enemies could come from... where the enemies could come from from beyond the rope, and yet they wouldn't be spawning, you know, like close to you or around you, because it kind of sucks, honestly, them being completely surrounding you. I mean, I know that's the idea of the game, don't get me wrong, I'm not an idiot. But, I mean, in other games of this genre, it did feel like there was balance to it, if that kind of makes sense. But on this, it doesn't feel like... Great, we've got another fucking boss. Wonderful. It doesn't feel like... Oh, come on, that didn't touch me. Well, I'm gonna die. Oh! But yeah, it doesn't feel like it's balanced. It feels very... I mean, don't get me wrong, I know that was my first run. But it doesn't feel like... It doesn't feel like the game is fair. Because the idea of these kind of games is that you are able to dodge with reasonable ease. I'm not saying super ease, but with a reasonable amount of skill. So that you can keep going around and dodging... dodging the enemies that come around, like come onto the screen from around you. However, because the enemies are spawning visibly on screen, the issue that you have is that any gap that you're providing yourself is being taken up by enemies who will be able to kill you, because they're spawning and they're so close to you when they spawn, is that you're not able to provide yourself an exit route from your play, and because you're not able to do that, yes, you've got 9 lives, but they go very, very quickly if you're not hyper powered up, which I'm guessing is what the game wants you to do. Because I mean, there's upgrades on the main menu. I think there was hideout, yeah. See, we can spend coins on main attack damage, but this is just for one cat. Remember, you see, you got, look at all these different Lokis. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 different characters, effectively. I don't know. Can't say I enjoyed this as much as the other ones. What we've also got as well is an error at the top where it says left bumper and right bumper, but what it actually means is left trigger and right trigger. Oh, I mean, at least we can claim more coins here, I guess. But yes, at the top that's also a bug. It's not left bumper and right bumper. It's actually but yes, obviously it will be much easier when you can level up your characters, but I think it's going to be quite a grind to be able to do so. Anyway, thank you everybody for watching. This has been a relatively short video of 9 Lives to Defend from Silesia Games. Take care of yourselves.